Hey, what's up everyone? It's Turnpike J09, the gaming microbe, and I'm bringing you today the Fallen Legion Flames of Rebellion Day 2 of the playthrough, and we were able to achieve 2 trophies. It's over 9,000 and monster combo, so if you're here just for those trophy guides, you can click on the timestamps in the descriptions, and those links will send you to that aspect of the video. Now, for the second day, I got a little more comfortable with the fighting, and it came a little easier. So you'll notice as the playthrough goes on that I was more efficient and quite a bit better at the fighting aspect of the game. So it became a lot more fun. In my first video, it was kind of confusing, the fighting, and I was just kind of getting a grasp of it, and that's definitely an element of that in this video as well, but as I kept playing more, it definitely got easier. And in this video, you'll see that they introduce some sort of like decision-making process during the fights, which is a pretty cool aspect of the game as well. So you get a little snippet at the bottom of the screen that says this event happened and you have to make a decision, and it gives you about 5 to 10 seconds to make the choice, and based on your answer you get different buffs or different magic spells. Sometimes you get things added to your combo meter, but that aspect of the game is pretty cool. It's a little confusing at first because you're really not quite sure what you're doing, but I'll tell you this right now, that the choices you make actually alter the levels that you're playing. So I found that if I answered or reacted to the event a certain way, something would happen during that level. So you may have to fight someone extra, you may get a special item. Your overall morale, which you can see in the top left corner, may go up when you're done the level. All different kinds of stuff, and I definitely have only scratched the surface of what can happen. I've also kind of figured out what tributes do. You'll start unlocking tributes at the end of levels, and at first I was extremely confused on what they did, but I have finally figured it out, and that is when you hit the pause menu. You can see me kind of flipping through it throughout this video because I'm trying to figure out what the heck's going on. There's a section called decrees, and those decrees are the tributes. And the tributes are buffs that are given on the cards, the selection cards for those events. So the more you unlock, the more you have to your arsenal that may occur through a level. So it's a pretty unique aspect of the game. So as you'll notice at this part of the video, I'm still trying to figure out the fighting aspect quite a bit. They're still introducing things to me in the game, such as the combo bar, and I forget what else, but I'm definitely just starting to scratch the surface. So yeah, they're introducing death blows. I went over those a little bit in the first video, and link attacks, we got that trophy in the first video. So they're now introducing things that I was fortunate enough to kind of figure out on my own in the beginning. Now, the fighting is a little more difficult than I first expected when I started the game, and it's definitely taken some practice, but towards the end of this video I definitely start getting the hang of it. I start getting some chains in the high 50s. I had one go to 83, Unfortunately, there is a trophy for 100, and I was not able to achieve that yet, but I have been starting to get used to the whole blocking system and rotating your characters to help split up some of the damage you're taking over the characters. I've started figuring out kind of the magic aspect of it, so it's been going pretty well, and it's been helping me progress through some of these levels pretty quickly. So after this battle, you'll see the introduction of the event and card system I was talking about, and it happens very quickly, and they don't explain anything whatsoever. So I'll try to explain the process a little bit to try and help newcomers out. So here you get your event. So several local farmers have brought a brigand and her compatriots for your judgment. You have to pick either imprison them, execute them, or make as an asset. And based on whatever decision, you get a specific buff, and in this case I got a special magic attack. So if you look under, and here they're actually going to explain the choices a little bit, but if you look under the magic, which is the upper left hand corner with the triangle and currently the 2 flashing circles, there's now a special attack called Soma if I push R1. Now I have not figured out what the heck any of these actually do or are. I don't have them memorized, but and I don't even use them throughout this because I honestly didn't really realize what was happening at first. So if you hit the pause menu on the world map where you find the decrees, you can actually look up what these cards do. So you can actually look up what Soma does. So if you get other special cards, you can actually look what they do after a level in the decrees for future reference. So here's another event, and you have to make a choice. And based on your choices, sometimes you get special items, sometimes you avoid a fight, sometimes you get in a fight. Those are kind of the 3 outcomes I've had happen to me so far. I bet you there's more than that. So here I get my first gemstone, and if you go into the pause menu, you can actually equip those gemstones, and they give you different attributes and buffs, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I'm only getting common ones now. So if you go into the collection aspect, you see the third item down is the decrees. That's what I was talking about with the card aspects coming in. So you look, there's the Slight Venom Relic, the Drawn Trumpet Relic. I bet you if I scroll down further, there's this Soma card that we got earlier that I was talking about. Like I said, I haven't researched them enough to figure out what the heck they all mean, but if you're looking for information, that's definitely where you need to go check. Okay, so here I noticed that I started getting gemstones and other tributes, so I decided, hey, let's go back to the beginning and see if I get any special things for going through it. In this case, I did not, so I just skipped right through the level. I got a new tribute, which was a critical hit chance buff. Then I went to the second level. I said, hey, let's see what happens there. The problem here, I believe it's this level. I fight this dude, and he destroys me. The first time I fought him, I think I got lucky and just kept stunning him repeatedly. In this fight, I don't cancel his magic attack fast enough repeatedly, and he just starts whooping me. If you look at my health bar, he just, in 3 hits, took me from full health almost all the way down to nothing. So, we'll see. I end up dying here, and I have to restart the game. So, yay, go me. So the guy is about to kill me. I don't have my Solomancy up, so he's going to kill me. So that brings my death counter to 2. So I've now died 2 times and had to restart the game twice because I'm on 1 life mode. So we're going to start 1 life mode up again, and I'm going to skip through all the levels I've done so far so you guys don't have to watch the same stuff over and over and over. Now, I am going to show the mini-boss to the first level because I do get a trophy on this guy, and what that trophy is it's over 9,000. And what that trophy is when you get the combo meter going up, you'll notice there's a score underneath it. And what you have to do is you have to get a combo high enough that you get over 9,000 points. So lucky enough, you'll notice that when I start the fight, I'm at 8,200 points. So I don't have to do too much damage to get to that 9,000 plateau. I make a few blocks, attack a few times, and I get the lucky 9,000 right here. So that's the It's Over 9,000 trophy. Yeah. And the other trophy that we'll see is the monster combo, which will come later on. It's really hard to get that early on because the enemies don't really survive long enough for you to get really big combos. So as the game proceeds, it's probably going to be easy to rack up some 50 combos and 100 combos, and probably a lot higher. Like I said earlier, I was able to get an 83 combo relatively easily against some monsters in some future levels. What's glowing around me? What's happening? Something good, hope. Damn it.
Odie's blessing.
See, I want to do that attack more often. I don't know how. For some reason, dude, this game, like, the leaders in the community, like the display screen is all jacked up. It's not like the correct size. So like half the stuff's off the screen. Well, not half, but... Get wrecked!
There's a squad pop-up cup tomorrow.
Is it?
That's Balti. It's at 6 o'clock. Half an hour before the football game.
Oh yeah. Didn't even think of that.
Bodhi's blessing.
Attack faster, you idiot. I think I congratulated him last time. Hopefully I don't have to fight this big ass dude. So coming up, you're going to see another mini-boss, and this mini-boss, once you actually beat her, it's after this guy, you can use her in your party, so she becomes a party member. Her name is Dardanelles, and she has a very large cannon, I believe it's called a mortar, and she has something called Gravity Embrace, which pulls people from the back line forward, so it's very handy to get to like magicians and archers and things. Unfortunately, I lost some footage of my first fight with her, which I ended up dying. So you'll notice at the end of this video, or at the end of this battle, you'll see my death count goes up to 3. I just want to make sure I keep track of that. So I didn't actually die in this fight. I died prior to this, and I unfortunately didn't have my recording going when I was going through the dungeon at that point. So with her, she's pretty simple as long as you concentrate on dodging. She attacks very rapidly, so dodging is a pretty major aspect of this fight, and she's really hard to break, so don't depend on breaking her. Depend on kind of blocking and getting, kind of chipping away at her health. It's not too long of a battle, but you notice her break bar at the bottom of her health bar regenerates extremely quickly, so going for the break, I don't think I completed the break meter once throughout this entire fight, so just keep chipping away and you will kill her and get a new party member. Oh, phew, killed it. We're going to summon Dardanelles, the fierce mortar. Yeah. My person almost died. Just a block plus 100, critical hit chance minus 25%. Oh wait, was that the chick? That just beat my ass? Where's all this reasoning coming from? That damn circle? It's a freaking circle? So here you're going to actually see the first time you can pick your party, and I believe that's because we got the new character. In this case, you have 3 options. So you're just pretty much selecting where in the line of battle they're going to stand. So obviously circles up front, X's in the middle, squares in the back. People in the circle slot tend to get hit the most, so you kind of want a high defense, high strength person there. Unfortunately, you really don't have someone with those qualities yet. At the end of this video, you'll notice that you do actually get someone with those traits. I used him a little bit. I personally don't like him. I'm typically more of a speed and high strength type player. But depending on how these mobs go, I may have to start getting a tank type character out there. Continue with this party? Those people can't do anything else. Appetite for destruction. Centurion back of the service lane and enter the tent. Dang. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm kicking people's butts. Uh-oh. Not even fair. Guy's so big I can't see. Is he gonna attack me? I have a 32 chain. Let me keep it going so I can get 50. Rations are running low.
Don't you die on me.
Purchase one. Triple the price? Well, fuck them. Kill them all. Sold me rations for triple the price. Scumbags. Time to get used to it now. Can't see what's happening because too many people blocking my view. Antoinette has uncovered traitorous correspondence on an infantry captain. Well, let's imprison his ass. Okay. Big ass tree. Oh, the tree just did something. That's how we do it. Uh-oh. Okay. There's Baka. Piercy Days, Soulful Corner, Critical Attack, Amps Magic Damage, Tribute. Sweet. Hey Baka. You've been friends 2 things in a row. Glass cannon stance. I'd like it if they told me what all this stuff does instead of me just trying to figure it out.
Where's the fun in that?
Me not having to restart. Can I pick these things? It says confirm. I don't know what I'm confirming. Maybe I haven't learned that part yet. seemed to work last time, so let's try it again. So you notice throughout these fights, a lot of my chains are getting a lot higher, and pretty soon I'm going to hit that 50 chain combo, and it's pretty easy, honestly, with these big shield guys, because they attack extremely slow, and they're very easy to predict. So these big rock golem things are even easier to predict, so that's actually where I've been getting a lot of my high combos, is against these characters. So here you go, 50 chain monster combo trophy.
50 chain, baby.
So you'll see, I think this one I get in the 60s, I kill him, I go to the next fight, and I get into a mob that has like 3 or 4 people, and they end up just all attacking at once.
64?
Or it was a new character, I forget. Let's wait and see. May have either been a character I've never seen before, or a high person mob.
Sick of your rations.
Yeah, so I keep getting these back to back. I've started at this point figuring what the heck I was doing. So yeah, there's 3 people, 67 chain. So if I was kind of expecting what was happening, I probably could have blocked it and figured it out, but still new in the game, still learning. Must destroy the Grim Wall. Must do it. Can't see.
Centurion Bach is holding a celebratory party in his own honor. I'll attend.
Then I'll kill him, chop his head off. No!
Out of here, dumb dragon.
So close to death. Whew, I got lucky. I already have one of those. Wait. How do I... What the... I can't pick it. Oh. How do you do that? Dun, 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 bum, bum, bum. Gravity embrace. It's for you, Matt.
Thanks.
Dang. Kicking some butt. Okay. This guy. Haha, 76 chain? I need 100. Britain has some concern about infantry centurion from the 43rd. An order for Baka report to your tent has gone unheeded. I'm gonna have to fight this Baka dude. Damn it. No, they broke my chain, mother... Damn mushrooms, I can't tell when they're attacking. One of Baka's attendants got into a fight with Antoinette.
Odie's blessing.
The 13th Cavalry Regiment is threatening to desert if they're not given better pay.
God, man. So coming up, you have the last mini-boss of this playthrough video, and his name is SHAREfactory, I believe. This guy does a move called Sky Splitter over and over and over, and it does some pretty serious damage. Again, concentrate on blocking, and other than that, it's a pretty easy fight. He does attack pretty quickly, so just be ready to block in succession a few times. Takes you a while to kind of get used to it, but luckily I think it's the first boss I have not died on, so I have not had to restart since fighting him, which is good. Once you kill him, you get him in your party as well, and he's kind of the new tank character, so high defense, high HP, and you can now put him in the circle slot if you want a kind of a tankier frontliner. I'm more of a fast and strong party member type player, so I probably will keep the same party that I have now for the moment. I did play a little with SHAREfactory, and I didn't like his playstyle very much, but that's just my personal preference. Now, I would just like everyone, or I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I really appreciate it. If you want to follow Turnpike J09 on Twitter, I also have a Facebook page called Turnpike J09, the Gaming Microbe. I post regularly on there, all the trophies I achieve, as well as notifications of when I go live. So in the description you can find timestamps for all the trophy guides, you can find the link to my Twitch page or channel, and you can also find my link to my Twitter page. So thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. Please hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. They all mean a lot. I really appreciate every single one of you watching these videos and taking the time to comment, leave feedback, and hitting that like button. So thanks for watching. Video 3 will be out soon for the Fallen Legion Flames of
It
Rebellion.
does not translate well, but means essentially the hare eats grass, but loves carrots. In other words, to catch your prey, bait your trap with that which will inflame its desire, not its needs. I was not insensible to the fact that the world appeared to be offering me that which I desired above all else. A chance to take the reins of empire and guide my people back to the forefront of history.
I'm gonna get turned on. That's a good one. Sky Splitter, Sky Splitter, Sky Splitter. This guy just kept doing that. think I figured it out. I have not. Just kidding.